here. We're halfway through the season, end of the European tour, I guess, and look, we're happy. We've done a ton of learning. We, I guess, started way back in probably January or actually November last year. So moving forward to sort of San Fran, the last event of season 2, we sort of got the group together to experience it for the first time and get to learn and feel the F50 and hopefully light the fire inside of them. And I would say that probably did. And yeah, we came into the season with a good block of training behind us in Bermuda and came out of the blocks pretty hot, with a third and then a second in Chicago. And I think after that we moved up to Europe and probably found some slightly different conditions and took some pretty big lessons along the way. So yeah, it's been a tough little period across Europe. We've had some days where we felt like we sailed really well but didn't really get the points that we thought we deserved, and also had some days where we were sailing out of our skin but made 1 or 2 mistakes and which cost us a lot. So look, for this team, we're new. We've got people in all new positions on board and we're a new group, and you've got to expect for any team that to pull a team together like this is no easy feat, and to learn to sail together is something that just takes time, and time is probably against us in this series, but we're working super hard to try and catch up to these top teams. And look, where we stand right now is probably what I would say where we didn't expect to be, but we know there's so much more potential in this team to climb that leaderboard and actually be fighting on for podium finishes at every event. So yeah, we're happy, we're good. We've got a lot more learning to do and a lot more sort of data and analysis to dive into, and once we get that done, we'll be ready to fire up again in Dubai. Look, I'm incredibly impressed by how fast this team has learnt, how quickly we've sort of got to a competitive team as well, and it's credit to everyone's skills before and the learning they did as youngsters as well in Canada. So look, we're in fairly good shape, I would say. We've got still plenty more, I guess, inside of us to bring out and improve on, and yeah, we'll be working hard to make sure we do that. Yeah, I think it's probably no secret. We're quite good when conditions are stable. I guess just plays to the strength of the experience in the team with myself and Chris on board, where when conditions are stable, the breeze isn't too windy, water's flat and it's not too shifty, we're actually fast. We can get off the line well and get in a good position at Mark 1 and play the game quite nicely from there. But I guess we struggled in sort of wavy conditions as we've never sailed in it before. We've had a few big nosedives. We've struggled when it's been quite shifty, and that's just a byproduct of not really having really good comms together and working well as a team yet, and we work really hard on that and the sort of process of communication as well. And then, yeah, the probably other conditions that we struggled in was the super windy stuff, and actually being, you know, incredibly confident in that stuff to push the boat into situations where we need to have a lot of trust in. And look, we've been through all those days. We've learned a lot out of them, and I think next time we experience any of those conditions, we'll be a different team. Look, a realistic goal for the second half of the season, it's way too hard to say, you know, and I'll give you an example of this morning. You know, it's a race day here. We aren't placed incredibly well on the leaderboard, but we said, look, it's a training day. Any time in the F50 is a day where we've got to be learning and effectively look at it as a training day. And I think if you go in with that mentality of you're just racing, it's really hard to, I guess, soak a lot up and take a lot in. So I think moving forward for the next sort of period of the series, it's yeah, I'm not really sure what's realistic, but we'll be working hard to get better. Yeah, look, I'd say the learning process from here for the team is to actually get away from this, get away from the event and actually pick apart all the data, all the video, and actually take a really deep dive into all the other teams and what they're doing well, and trying to learn something, I guess, remotely. I guess the world's got pretty good at that the last couple of years, but yeah, that's going to be a big part of it, and getting some rest and doing some learning through watching video, looking at data, and yeah, analysing everything from all the teams and our team as well to make some big steps forward. And you can probably make your bigger steps by doing that as opposed to being on the water. So yeah, plenty of computer time coming up for everyone in this team. Yeah, well look, keep following us. Keep enthusiastic, back us and give us all your support, because we're going to some venues that we've never been to before. the series never been to before, so it's going to be new for everyone, and I think that's probably a strength of a new team is we know how to adapt to new situations. So bring it on, keep following us, we're excited and I hope you are.